The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
Hello my dear children, welcome back. In the previous class, we discussed the second part of the story, the rightful inheritors of the earth. We saw the author and his wife discussing the preventive measures to evacuate the animals who behaves as if they are the inheritors of the earth. Right. Now, let us continue the story. After dusk, huge bats came and swam and flew straight to the palms where the tender coconuts hung. Clinging to the outer coverings of the coconuts, they gnawed into them for the softest sides at the top. When they had cut through the kernel within, they sucked out the sweet, nourishing water stored inside and flew away satisfied. "Let's buy a gun," said my wife. "We can shoot the bats, the foxes, and the polecats with it." So, after sunset, huge bats came in group and flew straight to the palms where the tender coconuts hung. They bite the softest sides of the tender coconut. When they had cut through the core of the coconut, they sucked out the sweet, nourishing water inside and flew away satisfied. Meanwhile, the author's wife said to him to buy a gun so that they can shoot the bats, the foxes, and the polecats with it. "Okay, not me," I said. "Guns should never have been invented." But alas, a few days later, my wife's cousin turned up with a grim-looking gun. He said, "Nearly 3,000 coconuts are destroyed every day. These bats are the pests. But there is no point in shooting bats down at this spot. On a little islet nearby stands an old temple. Next to it grow a pair of banyan trees. You can see at least 3,000 bats hanging on the twigs of the banyan trees. I'm going to kill them all." So, when his wife asked him to buy a gun, the author refused by saying no. He believed that the guns shouldn't be invented. And for his wonder and shock, he saw his wife's brother coming with a gun. He told the author desperately that, due to these bats, nearly 3,000 coconuts are being destroyed. And he told them if they want to get rid of these bats, they must shoot those bats that lives in a park of banyan trees which stands nearby the old temple. He also told the author that he is going to kill them all. Okay. I prayed fervently, "Oh bats, bats, save your lives." It was astonishing. It was a miracle. The bats were saved. My wife and her cousin came back in about 2 hours' time looking really scared. My wife said, "We just managed to escape narrowly. There are some houses around the temple. When we arrived at the place, 100 people with weapons surrounded us within minutes. They looked menacing. If we shot at the bats, they said they would kill us." Now, the author prayed fervently. That is, the author prayed wholeheartedly for the life of the bats. And for his wonder, he saw his wife and brother return very scared within 2 hours, which ensured him that the bats are being saved. His wife told him about the great escape they had from the sport. She told him the people who lived nearby around the temple surrounded them within a short time, and they threatened them that they do kill them if they shoot the bats. Okay. Do you know why? They believe that bats are the souls of their ancestors. I took a decision then. I said firmly, bats are no ancestors of ours, but they are among God's countless creations. Let the coconuts be destroyed. That doesn't matter. Let us be satisfied with what is left after they have taken their share. They certainly have a right to the coconuts. All living beings are the rightful inheritors of the earth. The reason why the people went against the two was they believed that the bats are their ancestors' soul. The author took a decision and said firmly that it's not because bats are our ancestors, but all the creatures who lives on this earth has the same right to enjoy, get satisfied and have their share. He said that all living beings are the rightful inheritors of the earth. Is it clear, children? Okay. So here the story ends. This story is an eye-opener for those who believe that this earth only belongs to them, the humans. But God has already decided that this whole earth not only belongs to the humans, but also for all the living beings on this earth. Hope you understood the story and the moral too. Now it's time for your homework. Write down the answers for the questions which is there in page number 84 and activity 3 in page number 86 of your reader. Okay. And that's all for the day. I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.